Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. My name is Roop Rai, and this is the Roop Rai Show. I hope you're having a wonderful October. October is the start of festivities for many of us from the South Asian subcontinent, starting with the Durga Puja, to Dussehra, to Diwali. Today, I speak to Ankita Narang and Rachana Tiwari, who are both residents of Calgary, but originally from India, and will compare notes on how Diwali and the days around Diwali are celebrated both in India and in Canada. Let's welcome Ankita and Rachana. Hi, Ankita. Hi, Rachana. Thank you so much for making the time to talk to me today.
Hi Roop, hi Rachana.
Hi Ankita, hi Roop. It's so good to be here. Good to be back on the same platform. I really enjoy it. So I'm really looking forward to the conversation we are going to have.
I am looking forward to the conversation. Absolutely. I think because October is a festive month for me, I might be biased because it is my birthday month. So I get excited the minute October 1 clocks in. Of course, in addition to my birthday, we have Durga Puja, we have Diwali. Well, before Diwali, we have Dussehra. There's Karva Chauth as well. There are so many festivals in this month that it seems like it's an unending party, especially growing up in India. It felt like an unending party. New clothes, you have houses get cleaned, houses get decorated, you get lights pop up everywhere. The markets are busier, long lineups, everyone's in a happy mood. What do you remember of Diwali from India? I'll start with Ankita.
So Diwali is it's not about the specific day of Diwali. I think it's the total vibe. So the preparations begin days before. So festivities in the air. So Diwali is all about shopping karni hai, total lights and like when we used to be in universities or in my office, there are Diwali melas that are specially organized, and then we have the rush for happiness, like ab to ghar chutti aa gayi hai, ab hame ghar jana hai. So that rush, so it's madness all over, and you just somehow cherish the all the traffic jams which are due to Diwali, and क्या गिफ्ट देने हैं, क्या एक्सचेंज करना है, डेकोरेशंस घर में अलग तैयारी है, जहां हम काम कर रहे हैं देन देयर इज अ डिफरेंट माहौल की. So it's about like the whole vibe. It's not about just the specific day of Diwali. So that's how I remember. I have fond memories of Diwali from India.
Rachna, what are your memories?
I have a lot of memories of Diwali, and that is the part when I miss India the most. Like, we miss India throughout the year, but this is the time when I miss India most because growing up, I was in a small city growing up, or वहाँ पे जब दिवाली का टाइम आता था तो वी यूज टू डू रंगोली एवरी डे. हम लोग बच्चों में कंपटीशन होता था कि किसके घर की रंगोली अच्छी है, किसने अच्छी कौन कितनी बड़ी रंगोली बनाएगा. वी यूज टू गो टू द मार्केट एंड द स्मेल ऑफ क्ले लैम्प्स, दिया की जो स्मेल आती है व्हेन यू बाय इट फ्रॉम द मार्केट, अब उसको पानी में सोक करो, फिर उसकी जो स्मेल आती है सौंधी सौंधी, I miss that smell in this time. I used to love that. कौन कितने सारे दिए लगाएगा, रंगोली कैसी होगी, डेकोरेशन कैसा होगा आपका घर का. तो हम लोग जिस कॉलोनी में रहते थे तो वी ग्रू अप दैट वे कि एक दूसरे को देखते हुए साथ में सब काम करते हुए. तो I miss that a lot, especially Diwali. On the Diwali day we used to go to the market with my father, me and my brother, और हम सब मिलके खरीद के लाएंगे, फिर घर आएंगे, हम उसको बांटेंगे. We will divide कि ये तेरा ये मेरा, and then उसको धूप दिखाना कि वो शाम को तेज आवाज करे. So all those tiny things I miss on the Diwali. और cleaning वगैरह तो वो तो सब अपन करते ही हैं, यहाँ पर उतनी नहीं हो पाती है, but kids they know, my kids they know कि भाई cleaning करनी है, दिवाली आ रही है. But the way we used to do in India, we don't do it here, so I really miss that.
You miss cleaning?
No, not cleaning. The way we used to celebrate Diwali in India. No, I don't miss cleaning.
Okay.
My mom is a clean freak.
I needed to clarify that. If you miss cleaning, my house is always open anytime.
Yeah.
I particularly miss in the Dussehra how we used to go with our parents to the Dussehra Mela in the evening where Ravan Dashan happened. I think, did I say it right?
Dahan,
And
Ravan Dahan.
Dahan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in Punjabi maybe it's Dashan. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
जलाना को
I don't
हिंदी में दहन बोलते हैं, होलिका दहन, रावण दहन. So
Okay. Ravan Dahan, right? So we used to
Mhm.
go there, and then I always bought. Well, my parents always bought me this bow and arrow, and we always played around with bows and arrows. I remember that, and of course, starting the Sarah. Once the Sarah happens, and then the next 21 days until Diwali, it's exactly how you mentioned. It's festivities after one after the other, and you're getting new clothes. That was the most exciting part. Not the
Exactly.
cleaning. Definitely not
Not
the
the
cleaning. I
cleaning,
don't even
definitely no.
remember the cleaning.
Yeah.
नहीं अभी थोड़ा थोड़ा मॉम का इफेक्ट आने लगा थोड़ी बहुत तो क्लीनिंग करनी पड़ती है वी डू लिटिल बिट because when my mom used to do it I used to hate it कि क्यों करना है क्लीनिंग इतनी सारी चीजें करने के लिए दिवाली में क्लीनिंग ही क्यों करना है but now we do it so
या
I
क्लीनिंग
think
के बगैर मुझे लगता है वो वाइब भी आनी
vibe
भी
yeah
शुरू नहीं
exactly
होती कि दैट्स दिवाली इज देयर और दशहरा में जलेबी नहीं खाई तो इट्स लाइक इनकम्प्लीट एंड आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड वन मोर थिंग लाइक if like the memories from Diwali, my grandmother used to cook a feast, and in this feast what she used to do, she used to cook the methi puri, and she used to put that methi puris into the tokaris. Now that kind of things are like obsolete. They don't used to
Ah,
put the puris in the tokri. So these were the like Rachana mentioned, like these were the tiny things. Actually, there is nothing big you missed. That these kind of things you missed, and in even in India, festivals have evolved. So what you have seen in your childhood, maybe you
yeah.
have not seen it this time. So these kind of things, like you mentioned, going with the grandfather to the shara and eating jalebis, buying toys, and then मोहल्ले में डिस्कस करना, यार तुझे कौन सा गिफ्ट मिला है, कहीं वो गिफ्ट मतलब ये एक्सचेंज वाला पार्ट होता है ना, कि कहीं वो गिफ्ट
Yeah.
तो नहीं आ गया, किसने सबसे अच्छी लाइट्स लगाई हैं. So these kind of a discussion with your neighbors and families. So you cannot do it here because it's a just, I think it Canada, it's a one day celebration. Okay, तो दो तीन दिन पहले we may go to somebody places, but एक वो पूरा माहौल तैयार नहीं होता. So that's the part where I think we miss India a lot.
When you mentioned lights, I remember wanting to get the best lights in the neighborhood. So there was
Yeah.
always this competition, and all the kids in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
"Hamare ghar mein best lights hoengi," and then you make sure you get the best diyas, and the used to get like the diyas that have the most oil, so that they would last the longest.
yeah
Oh, yeah, I miss that so
yeah
much.
दिवाली से एक दिन पहले वी यूज टू गो, लाइक हम सब जो आसपास के नेबर्स हैं पूरा एक चक्कर मार के आना है, एंड देन वी डिक्लेयर दैट ही इज द विनर, और किसका पटाखा शो सबसे ज्यादा, मतलब कि हु इज द वन हु विंस द पटाखा शो, कौन सा बंदा किसके घर में सबसे ज्यादा मतलब कि अच्छे वाले पटाखे आए हैं. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, या एंड गेट टुगेदर विद नेबर्स, सो दीज थिंग्स वी ऑल मिस.
Yeah, it's like
yeah
Halloween and Christmas a little bit.
yeah
Yeah, that is not there in India. That vibe you feel here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So basically, festivities starts from the North Durga Puja, as you mentioned, Roop. Durga Puja में 9 दिन हमारे यहाँ तो वहाँ पूरे देवियों के पंडाल भी लगते थे, तो we used to go to visit every पंडाल. फिर हमारे मोहल्ले या कॉलोनी whatever वहाँ पे आपके कन्या भोजन, तो फिर सब सुबह से उठ करके लाइन में सबके यहाँ जाना कि नहीं आज इसके यहाँ जाना है, इसके यहाँ जाना है, इसके यहाँ जाना है. उसके बाद फिर दशहरे में आपको जाना, रावण दहन देखना, जलेबी खाना, और हमारे यहाँ पान भी खाया जाता है. So that is हम we used to be kid. So we used to look forward to the pan, कि वो एक दिन हमको पान खाने मिलेगा.
Just for the context, where did you grow up, Rachna?
I grew up in, I would say MP and Chhattisgarh. तो छत्तीसगढ़ में एक जगह है अंबिकापुरा. So my education from grade 3 to grade 12 was there.
Mm.
Then I moved to MP after that. And before that, I was in MP as well.
So your memories are that in that region of Chhattisgarh
Yes.
and
Yeah,
MP.
yeah.
Ankita, where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Yamunanagar. So it's a town in Haryana. So I grew up mostly there, and then I went to Jaipur for a very brief time for education, and then I stayed in Delhi for a long time, like more than
Mhm.
12 years probably. So
Mhm.
yeah, so it's all memories from Delhi and Yamunanagar. Like Yamunanagar is my hometown. It's near Ambala, which is very famous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of our memories are associated in northern part of India. So I think I
Yeah.
need to get Pavan on board and talk to him about Diwali or the festive season as well. Because he asks me every time, he's like, "What did your mom make that was special on the day of Diwali or any festival?" I don't actually recall anything specifically because my mom made something special every time, every day, every week.
Yeah.
That's what I tell them.
So वो भी
But
change है वहाँ पे actually. Then we used to have Diwali feast in the dinner. Then जैसे जैसे change होता गया, then mummy said no, रात को थोड़ा हल्का खाते हैं. Now we should have a great lunch. So this also changed with when I grew up. Like I have seen that we shifted from dinner to lunch. So yeah.
oh, maybe because Pavan is so much older than me. So back in his day, for listeners, Pavan is my husband. Talking about Durga Puja, Rachna, so what is the relevance of religion in any of these festivities for you when you're celebrating? How much of a role does religion play?
In our religion, I would say worshipping God. कि हमको ऐसा मतलब that's what my belief is. When you worship God, you get strength. मुझे मुझे उससे strength मिलती है. Whenever I'm feeling down, I feel lonely, I look forward to them and I sit down and just concentrate, whatever. So religion में अपने यहाँ इस पे emphasize किया जाता है. तो we always do worship in every festival. हम किसी ना किसी god या goddess की worship से ही शुरू करते हैं कोई भी festival है. So that's why we do Durga, where we worship goddess Durga. उनके सारे 9 forms, different forms every day. तो वो शक्ति की पूजा जो बोलते हैं, that is Nau Durga. Why we do it? Because Ramji also did it before going for a war with Ravan. So that's how we do नौ दुर्गा. उनकी 9 दिन में शक्ति पूजा करते हैं, उसकी स्ट्रेंथ मिलती है. सो आई ऑलवेज फाइंड कि हमारा रिलीजन जो है वो हमको किसी एक को देख करके किसी एक अपने एम को डिसाइड करके आप किसी एक को कॉन्सेंट्रेट करके उन पे अपना फोकस करके आप अपनी एनर्जी गैदर कर सकते हो बाय मेडिटेशन और बाय वॉट एवर मीन यू फाइंड. सो
It is a
मुझे ऐसा
form of
लगता है
meditation.
form of
Yeah.
meditation for me, yes. It's
Okay.
not like just worshipping idols or murti puja जो बोला जाता है. It's not only that for me.
Mm-hmm. Ankita?
I believe these festivals do have a religious origin. So, but now they are socially and culturally, they are very, very important. So festivities in the air. So it is very difficult to confine these festivities in the like form of religion only. They are more now, they have more of social and cultural relevance because everybody is celebrating. It's in the air. So it's not just about the religion. So it's now much broader as I think about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think for me as well, it hasn't well, it does have some religion significance, as in I know the story behind it, or we
Yeah.
hear of the stories, our parents tell us of the story, but when it comes to celebration, it's just a festivity, an opportunity for the family to come together and eat sweets and wear new clothes.
So yeah,
And
yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can add on it. Like for example, my boss asked like, "What is Diwali?" Because I am always excited about Diwali in Canada. So I used to
yeah,
take. So my leave is fixed. Like when it's Diwali, I am going to take leave for 2 to 3 days. So he got that sense that it is something very important for her. So he tell me like, "Explain me what is Diwali." So it's very hard for me to explain the whole part, like from the Lord Ram and all these religious story behind it, religious aspect behind it. Then I told him like it's the victory of darkness. It is the victory. Sorry, I tell it again. So it's a victory of light over the darkness. So he got that message. Like this is the message. So this is how I feel. It is easy to explain to them like what is the meaning of this festival. So it's about lights. So that's how I feel that it has more of a cultural and social significance.
Yeah.
yes. Ramayan in 1 minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same with Dashera, right? अच्छाई की बुराई पे जीत. दिवाली
Yeah.
is कि अपने दियो का लाइट का पर्व है बोलते हैं अपन ना, जिसको इसको भी रोशनी का पर्व है दिवाली. So दियो की लाइन जो बनाई जाती है, दीपों की आवली, that's why it's called दिवाली, क्योंकि हम सब जगह लाइट स्प्रेड करना चाहते हैं, right?
Well, in Sikhism, Diwali is also Bandi Chhod Divas. That was the day when Sri Guru Har Gobind Ji
Yeah.
came home with 52
Exactly.
Rajas. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
have that significance attached to it too.
Yeah.
Well, Diwali is my birthday as well. So years
Great.
from now, people will be celebrating it was Roop's birthday. I was born the day after Diwali.
Oh,
Great.
nice.
Yeah, the
So you get to
morning after
celebrate
Diwali.
2 days. You get to celebrate
I
2 days now.
do. What do you feel about your kids growing up here in Canada and what their experiences of Diwali are? How are they different from what you grew up as? And do you try to recreate the same environment that you grew up in, the memories that you have for them here? Or do you just let it be? I'll start
Um,
with Rachana.
yeah, Rachna can start.
Uh, yeah, actually, I try my best because we can explain them कि दिवाली क्यों मनाई जाती है दशहरा क्यों, बट वो जो फीलिंग है ना वो नहीं ला सकते हम यहाँ पर, वो कुछ भी कर लो आप, बिकॉज what we how we grew up वो नहीं मिल सकता उनको, बट आई ट्राई टू शो देम कि हम क्या करते थे. जैसे आई विल गिव एन एग्जांपल. अभी दशहरा निकला तो मैंने उनको बोला तुमने कभी रावण दहन नहीं देखा है ना, लेट मी शो यू एन वीडियो कि रावण दहन एक्चुअल में होता कैसा है. तुमको ये तो पता है कि रावण जलाया जाता है, बट जलाया कैसे जाता है, कैसे होता है वो. तो देन दे सो ओ वो ऐसा होता है. मैंने कहा एग्जैक्टली exactly, इतना बड़ा रावण बनाया जाता है, पहले रामायण का एक्ट होता है, उसके बाद फिर हम उसको वो पूरा करते हैं. तो दे वर सो सरप्राइज कि रावण बोले हमको तो दशहरा देखना है. अब मैंने कहा हाँ बट वी विल ट्राई इफ वी कैन गो टू इंडिया. आई ट्राई. आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू हाउ वी सेलिब्रेट दिवाली एंड दशहरा इन इंडिया. हम यहाँ कोशिश करते हैं, उनको सिग्निफिकेंस बताते हैं कि हमको कोशिश करना है कि जितना हम बता सके, जितना मैं घर को कोशिश करती हूँ सफाई करूँ थोड़ी बहुत जितनी मैं कर सकती हूँ. आई एम नॉट टू मच इनटू इट. और मैं रंगोली घर के अंदर बनाती हूँ, ठंडा नहीं है, अगर बहुत ज्यादा ठंड नहीं है तो घर के बाहर भी मैं बनाती हूँ. उनको साथ में लेकर के बैठती हूँ, उनको बताती हूँ कि भाई ऐसे करो, तो सो दैट दे नो. तो एवरी ईयर व्हेन वी डू इट दे लर्न हाउ टू डू इट. जैसे मैं गणेश चतुर्थी में मैं गणेश जब बनाती हूँ तो मैं साथ में लेके बैठती हूँ दोनों को कि भाई तुम लोग बैठो एंड दे टेल मी. सो अच्छा मैं पेंट करूँ, कोई बात नहीं, जो तुमसे बनता है तुम वो करो. सो दैट्स हाउ यू इन्वॉल्व देम एंड धीरे धीरे उनमें वो चीजें ग्रो होंगी, ऐसा मेरा मानना है. बिकॉज हम पूरी चीजें तो नहीं दे सकते ऑब्वियसली. we cannot provide all those feelings, all that atmosphere. We cannot create everything, but we try our best whatever we can. कि डेकोरेशन गेंदे के फूल नहीं है, आर्टिफिशियल लगा लो. लक्ष्मी पूजा हम पूरी वैसे ही करते जैसे हम इंडिया में करते थे, क्योंकि दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ
Yeah.
दीपावली, लक्ष्मी पूजन. तो उनको पता होना चाहिए. सो वी ट्राई, देखते हैं क्या क्या पिक करते हैं. सो या
Ankita?
I agree with Rachna 100% in this कि हम वो चीजें it's very hard to recreate all these things, so they
Yeah.
cannot associate with those feelings and with those celebration easily. So as Rachna said, involving them, it is the most important thing. If you want to if you want them to get that feel of Diwali. So basically, my daughter is 4 years old, so it's very hard for me to explain the religious significance. So what we used to do, we just involve her in things like from decorating the house, involving in menu like so कि क्या बनाना है, so would you help us in making those things. So इतना ज़्यादा वो माहौल create करना कि now exchanging gifts with loved ones here, and वो एक feeling create करने की कोशिश की जाती है. So she gets the vibe like, oh okay, something big is there, like something that
Yeah.
is very different from the normal days. And she is doing puja, which is little bit lengthier now
Yeah.
in comparison to her normal days. And then वो जो सिक्के होते हैं पूजा में, that you dip in the that milk. So all these things add up all together, and she get the vibes, okay kuch ho raha hai. And then second important part is involving her in the conversation with the grandparents, so how they are celebrating there. So a continuous exchange of conversation makes her feel like acha ki sabhi log celebrate kar rahe hain, it means this day has something relevance for us, it's very relevant, and it is like beyond normal days. So this is how
Mhm.
we try at our level कि उसको कुकिंग से लेके हर चीज में इन्वॉल्व किया जाए.
That's brilliant. That's a very, very good point. Involving family, getting
Yeah.
everyone involved and engaged. We were in an Indian store yesterday, and we got those sparklers, the fulchari.
Oh,
So we
great.
got
Yeah.
a few
Yeah.
of those. Yeah. So she said it was her suggestion that she wants to invite her friends over and she wants to tell them what Diwali is. So it's her. So we're probably going to do that, get her friends to come over and everyone's going to have their own little sparkler. And we got like diyas for everyone. So everyone's going to light their own diya. So we're going to try to do that, engage our friends in it as well.
Yeah.
And we also go to Gurdwara and do that thing as well. So we go to
Yeah.
Gurdwara on Diwali and make that. And of course, you have to get sweets. So you get lots of
Yeah.
small boxes of sweets and you give them to people, give them to your friends and
Yeah.
neighbors. Yeah. So
Exactly.
yeah.
वैसे
We
साल
always
में
do that.
या वैसे साल में कभी मिक्स मिठाई का डब्बा आए ना आए, लेकिन मिक्स मिठाई का डब्बा इज वेरी रेलेवेंट इन दिवाली. लाइक
सही
एवरीबॉडी
बात है.
यूज्ड टू गेट मिक्स डब्बा कि सब कुछ होना चाहिए उसके अंदर. So that is very Diwali specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
one,
been trying to. Sorry, Rachana, you were saying
no,
something.
that's वन मोर थिंग कि आई मेक श्योर कि हम अपने इंडिया में जितने रिलेटिव्स जिनसे मैं कोशिश करती हूँ मैं टच में रहूँ वैसे भी, एंड आई मेक श्योर कि दिवाली के दिन वी ऑलवेज टॉक टू देम, वी कॉल देम, एंड आई मेक श्योर कि किड्स भी इसमें वहां पर हो, दे ऑल्सो विश देम हैप्पी दिवाली सो दैट दे नो कि इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डे फॉर अस.
Yeah.
कि बड़ों से भी
Mhm.
हमको भी बात करनी है, उनको भी हमको आशीर्वाद लेना है, हम वहां नहीं है तो क्या हुआ, बट वी हैव टू, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम इतने फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली यहाँ पर नहीं है जिनके यहाँ अपन जाते हैं, बट बैक होम जिनसे हम बात करते हैं, बिकॉज इन व्हेन आई वाज यंग आई यूज्ड टू सेंड देम दिवाली ग्रीटिंग कार्ड्स, आई यूज्ड टू मेक फ्रॉम बाय माय सेल्फ. तो मैं उनको
Yeah.
बताती हूँ बच्चों को कि हम बचपन में ऐसा भी करते थे, क्योंकि उस समय ग्रीटिंग कार्ड्स इतने अवेलेबल नहीं होते थे सब जगह ना. गैलरीज बहुत
Oh
बाद में
yeah.
आई है, आर्चीज गैलरीज बहुत बाद में आई है, हॉलमार्क एंड आर्चीज, आर्चीज इंडिया में बहुत चलती थी उस टाइम, राइट?
Yeah, अभी भी
सो
है, and you're
अभी भी
very
है.
right. आर्चिस एक
हाँ.
कार्ड लाना
या
है तो मतलब आर्चिस, right?
Exactly. So I used to make cards and I used to send them. I used to post them to my relatives. तो मैंने कहा वो यही कर सकते हैं, कम से कम बात तो कर सकते हैं आज के दिनों में. So I tried to call everyone. मेरे मेरे आंटी अंकल जो बुआ मामी सबसे हैं, और दे बिकॉज मेरी बड़ी बेटी शी इज द ओल्डेस्ट इन माय फैमिली, ओल्डेस्ट ग्रैंड किड, सो उसको सब जानते हैं. तो वी ट्राई टू मेक कीप दैट कनेक्शन अलाइव कि भाई रहना चाहिए एटलीस्ट.
I had totally forgotten about the cards. I remember them now when we were
या
little.
यू
Yeah, we
रिमेम्बर,
used to
या
make
क्योंकि
those little
या
with the diyas on it, with the candles, and then Happy Diwali with stencils. I remember
या
that.
Yeah.
मैं बर्थडे में
Yeah.
भी उनको बोलती हूँ कि मुझे खरीद के नहीं चाहिए, सो बिकॉज आई यूज्ड टू मेक फॉर माय फ्रेंड्स, जैसे बड़े भैया लोग हैं तो बर्थडे कार्ड भी बनाती थी. मैंने कहा कि नहीं, तो तुम बर्थडे कार्ड भी हाथ से बनाओ, जो बनता है वो बनाओ, इट्स ओके, आई डोंट नीड फॉर स्टोर बॉट कार्ड, नहीं चाहिए मुझे.
Good.
Well, that's actually a good idea. Well, I
Yeah.
tried my daughter. I tried to get her to send thank you cards to people who donated for a cause on her birthday, and it's been a year and a half, and they're sitting in our in her little drawer that I put them in. So they're cards, they're actual cards, and I need for her to write something
Write
in them and
something.
draw something in them.
Yeah.
It's been a year and a half. So I need you to have a conversation with her eventually one day. And
नहीं, थोड़ा लेजी तो होते हैं कि हाँ पता है पापा का बर्थडे आ रहा है, कार्ड बनाना है, तो दे विल डू इट 2 hours before, doesn't matter what you
Oh, yeah.
do, but you have to do it. So those
All
tiny
right.
things, right? They keep you
Oh,
connected.
absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say earlier, so I have been trying to go off sugar for the last, so every month, first of the month, I always tell myself I'm not going to eat sugar this month, but that, of course, something happens, someone's birthday happens, something happens.
Yeah.
And then October 1st, this time again, I'm like, no more sugar. And my husband looks at me, he's like,
How is
it's
it
October.
possible?
Yeah. And then it's November. And then it's Christmas parties begin.
Christmas.
And then it's December. So maybe we'll have this conversation in February now.
That's right.
A lot of sugar for the next 3-4 months. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. So before we wrap up, can you give me 3 top tips for people on how to celebrate Diwali in Canada to remind themselves of the Diwali in India?
Okay. So I'll start with it. So the first tip is find out where Diwali celebrations are happening. Go in like in your city, go there, because when you enjoy them, their food is there, fun is there, dance is there, so your enthusiasm is up. And don't forget to cook and invite your friends here. So, and if possible, take a day off. And third, I think you should talk to your parents, your grandparents, and your friends and family in India, so you get that feeling like, yeah, you are connected and you are talking to them. So wear your traditional clothes, whatever you can do to feel that festivity, so do it. So these are the small things you can do here to get over the homesickness feeling. So these are the things that can help you a bit in suppressing that feeling of homesickness. And you have to take the initiatives, right, in doing that thing. So you have to come forward and do things for yourself to feel the Diwali. So these are the things, little things one can do.
A disclaimer though, out of the 3 tips that Ankita gave, only one of them is COVID friendly. The other 2 are not COVID friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
for COVID, that was
Unfortunately.
That's true. Uh, for me, I would say first thing first. I know not everybody likes cleaning so much, but that gives you a feeling that Diwali is coming. So just start little bit. What you do
I
every
knew,
time.
Rachana, sorry to interrupt you. I knew you were going to say cleaning. I swear to God. I was
Yes.
ready for it. I was ready for it. I was like, okay, cleaning is coming.
Because cleaning is a big part of Diwali, right? That's how we started. Oh, Diwali is coming. Declutter करना है थोड़ा सा tidy up कर लेना है. So change the cushion cover. If you have cushion, try to bring the decorative cushion cover like Indian style. आजकल सब जगह मिल जाता है, पहले नहीं मिलता था, आजकल अवेलेबल है. So I try to decorate my house in Indian theme little bit. तो एक चीज तो वो हो गई. दूसरा कि yeah, as Ankita mentioned, I also try to take a day off. Or if possible, I will ask my kids to take a day off as well. And I will take them to Northeast with me to shop for mithai and sparkles on the same day, because that's what I used to do in India. I used to go on the same day because then बड़ा market लगता है दिवाली का, right?
Yeah.
So हम लोग जाएंगे, लेकर के आएंगे. Even though we go on Dhanteras to buy something, but Diwali के दिन I will try if possible. और उसके बाद make sure you make it festive, like in the feast. So कोशिश करो कुछ special cook करने की. So that's how, these are the core things of our Diwali celebration back home as well. So I try to keep those core things. बाकी जो भी ट्रेडिशन है दिवाली का, कि अगर हम लोग के यहाँ पूजा होती है तो पूजा स्पार्कल्स जो भी कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि स्पार्कल्स ज्यादा तो कुछ कर नहीं सकते यहाँ पे. बट आई ट्राई टू कीप दोज 3 थिंग्स. तो थोड़ा सा गुस्सा करते हैं सब कि क्या क्लीनिंग है, क्यों दिवाली आई, क्यों क्लीनिंग है. बट आफ्टर क्लीनिंग देन दे आर हैप्पी. ओ इट्स दिवाली नाउ, वी विल गेट टू ईट, वी विल गेट टू वेयर आवर ट्रेडिशनल क्लोथ्स. या ऑब्वियसली try to wear traditional clothes if you can find it, definitely.
Even
I'll
in
certainly remember that this time, Rachana. I'll definitely clean my house. I promise you.
Just take the Lysol wipes and do some extra cleaning on the stairs and everywhere. That's it.
I'll keep that thing in mind. Like
I know.
Rachna is reminded us about the cleaning. So
Yeah.
now we have to gear up like from the next weekend.
And I
Start.
try to get aam ke patte from Northeast if I can, and I make the toran out of it as well.
Yeah.
What is that?
Fresh mango leaves.
Mango
Okay.
leaves.
So you make the toran. It's called toran. हम इंडिया में अपन मैरीगोल्ड गेंदे के फ्लावर और आम के पत्तों का तोरण लगाते हैं हमारे यहाँ.
Yeah.
So where at the entrance?
At the
House,
entrance. I put it inside. Yeah, वहां से ऊपर से कांच से दिखता है वो.
Okay.
घर में
Oh,
वहां इंडिया में बाहर
okay.
लगाते हैं.
Mhm.
So
And what is the significance? Why do you put that?
मैंगो लीव्स अपने यहाँ हर पूजा में यूज होती है हमारे यहाँ.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me about Diwali festivities. Of course, Diwali is still a week or 2 away.
November 4th, I guess.
November
So it's still
November
3
4th.
weeks,
So
2
it is
weeks, 3
some time
weeks.
away.
Yeah.
So when do you start cleaning, Rachana?
After Karwa Chauth, once I'm done with Karwa Chauth.
So that would be mid October 25th, around about.
Yeah, that weekend and the week after. So because we can do it on weekends, right? Weekdays to sabhi ke busy, especially when you're working from home. Everybody's more busy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely. So October 26th on my birthday, you'd be cleaning. Is
No, October 25th. 24th, yeah. Yes, 26th तो
all
मैं
right.
कुछ कुक करके खा रही होंगी definitely. अच्छा, because it's Roop's birthday.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, it is a milestone birthday for me this year, and I don't know what we're doing. It's COVID, man. COVID has impacted
Yeah.
everything. It's just not the same. And we were talking about
Yeah.
that first before we started recording today, how stress has creeped into our lives and we don't even realize, and how it's impacting us physically as well in
Yeah.
many, you don't realize small changes that, like you keep mentioning, the small things. So we don't know how the stress is really affecting us and impacting us, but yeah, it's there. Hopefully.
So, COVID has brought stress and the uncertainty. So we have uncertainty at every point. So it becomes a fear factor now. कि अब दिवाली आ
Yeah.
गई है, like अगर COVID के restrictions it got changed or it got worse, तो क्या होगा? Then celebration is like, okay, you are not going to invite your friends now. You have to be confined in yourself in your celebration. So that uncertainty is actually a fear factor now. So this
Yeah.
COVID has brought to us.
Oh, absolutely. And it also has reminded us of all the happiness or all the everything that we take for granted, our friends
Yeah.
and family and everything that we've grown up with or we've been doing for years, and we take for granted, oh, it's just Diwali or it's just another time of the year. Yeah, we enjoy
Yeah.
it, we have fun, we have great memories associated with it, but we don't really respect it for the value that it brings to our lives. But with COVID, we're realizing that how much we miss on if these
Yeah.
festivities don't happen as normal or the
Yeah.
normal that we knew. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I'm sure we'll talk again. This was really fun. And I am thinking we'll talk about Karva Chauth too, but that's coming up soon next week.
Mhm.
Uh, Once again, thank you so much. Any last
Thank
words?
you for having us. It's a nice talking to you, to Rachna, and to you. It's a great talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Roop, for inviting me. It was really fun
Yeah.
discussing about the memories. I'm still already feeling like it's
Yeah.
festival time.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
got,
I got up this. Sorry.
yeah, you can go on. Yeah.
Yeah, I got up this morning when I was going to record this. I decided I was just going to wear my regular shirt and pants like I normally do. But then I looked in the closet. I'm like, no, I'm going to wear a sari. And that's why I decided to dress up a little. And I feel festive as is
Yeah.
because I am dressed in a
Yeah.
sari.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it took me extra 10 minutes to do it. And I'm not sure if it's going to stay very long. But
Yeah.
I have a sari story, but we'll talk about saris too sometime. I think that would be a great
Yeah.
conversation to have as
Yeah.
well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Lovely talking to you.
Yeah. Same
Thank
We'll
here,
you.
Rose.
Thank
talk
you.
soon.
Yeah.
Talk soon.
Nice
And
Bye.
talking to
happy
you.
Diwali to all of you.
Happy
Happy.
Diwali.